There's a new app out there called Lemon8 that's making the rounds. Maybe you've heard whispers of it. Let me tell you what it is, if you should use it for your business, if it's worth promoting on, how you can benefit from it if you decide it is good for your business, and where it's going to end up in the future. Now, this being a new app, it's very simple. Lemon8 is owned by ByteDance, who owns TikTok. It's created by them, so it's probably going to benefit from a similar powerful algorithm that's able to follow people's interests. However, the format is a lot different than TikTok. It's a lot more like Pinterest or Instagram. You can scroll with multiple thumbnails at a time. That's how you discover. And then you can save and like. You can see by hashtags. A lot of it right now is focused on fashion, but in the future, it's likely to go more towards more general, I guess you could say. It is very simple now. Right now, it just has location and hashtags when you post, and it has a fairly long description. There's no shame in having branded content right now, either on purpose or because it's not fully fleshed out. It lets you say things like link in bio or click or follow or share or like or comment. If you said those things on TikTok or Instagram, it would suppress. It thinks it's very spammy. It'll give you very few views. If you do that on Lemon8, it's okay because it follows sort of the vibe of it. If you check out Lemon8, it is very aesthetically oriented right now. There's no option for paid promotion. There's no web app, so it's just a phone app. Yeah, can't do paid promotions yet. It's too new necessarily. But the reason you're going to be hearing about it a lot is because, of course, it's ByteDance. They're wanting people to promote it. They're actually paying some creators to talk about it. You're going to be seeing it more on the app. If you're seeing this, it's probably because I'm saying Lemon8, and TikTok shouldn't read it. You can rehear me saying it. You can probably say a hashtag. You can promote it out to the world. As far as a business owner wondering if they should use Lemon8, for the most part, I would say yes, you should try it. It's not going to be new, untapped ground like when TikTok was new, and you could get millions of views. I had 11 million views on one silly goose video, and then everything switched, of course, and now it's very hard to get millions of views. You just have to be consistent and unique with your content, and most of all, consistent. You're not gonna see results like that, at least not as it stands right now. There's already a lot of content on there. A lot of it's coming from companies who are branching out, who have a lot of creators running full time. I'm not gonna say it's overcrowded. There's definitely opportunity here. So what business owners should use it? It's gonna be anyone who can make something visually pleasing. If you're in hair, makeup, beauty, any sort of products that relate to things like that, fashion, travel, the stuff you would hear about, you would think would do well on Pinterest, that's going to do well on this. Right now, it does have an option for location, but promoting a local business probably isn't going to fly necessarily. So it'd have to be a global service or something. They're going to branch out, so there are going to be ways to. You've seen Pinterest. They have a lot of them have articles. There's no sort of links. In fact, there might not there's no link in your biography. There's no link in the description. That being said, there's no suppression as far as I can tell for saying something like go to this place. Trying to put a link that might not fly. Especially since it's ByteDance. They probably don't want random links. They're going to try to suppress, spammy things, and they're going to try to push visual things that people are quickly liking as they scroll through multiple posts at a time. If you can be someone who can catch their attention, if you can make that with your business, and a lot of businesses could pull it off, but it's a matter of how you can create content, then that'd be good for your business. The best way to benefit, I would say just try it out. Just open it, click around on it, do a personal account, maybe make a business account, and try some posts, try some being from the creator, from the consumer side, try liking some things, saving some things, see how it goes for you, see what you think will do good, do some posts. But the best way to benefit, I can guarantee you will at least see some benefit if you have half decent posts and you're posting 2 or 3 times a day. If you can do that, you're going to be able to see some pretty good results. At least you're going to be able to find out what works and what doesn't, and you should be able to make something out of Lemon8. It is relatively untapped. Right now, there's no paid promotion option or anything like that. It's all going to be organic. Like I said, it is very simple. If you can learn to use the hashtags, or if you can fit into a hashtag that's going to be fairly popular, if you can fit into it very well, you're going to do pretty good as long as you're not super niche specific right now. If you can keep it a little more on the broad side, since it's as new as it is, that's probably going to be more beneficial. As far as Lemon8 goes for long term, using Lemon8 as a business, it's could potentially end up like Pinterest. Pinterest right now is some of the best cost per click you can possibly get for advertising. It's the best price for advertising if you know how to use it correctly. It's going to be significantly cheaper than, Instagram, Facebook, Google, even TikTok. Pinterest is going to be better. Lemon8 could end up as good as Pinterest if they flesh out the app more, which they're very likely to do. When new updates come, it does get more complicated. It adds things. The direction it had, the potential it has is very good to create a lot of niches, a lot of interests, sort of reference, pictures and videos, how-tos would be really good on here for sure, especially in the future. Where it stands now, it's not ready to compete with Instagram or Pinterest. It's just not there. There's nothing unique about it necessarily yet, but it's ByteDance. It's a really big company. We'll just have to see what they do. It's definitely not going to overshadow TikTok. I'll tell you that, because it's their own product. They're not going to, take sales away from themselves. And it's not necessarily similar enough to TikTok for it to be any concern. And I will say this, there's obviously a reason they made this app. There's a reason they're promoting it so much. Riding that wave, whatever their plan is probably a good idea. Anyways, I suggest getting the app, just clicking around. Definitely try posting on it. But if you're going to do it, you have to be consistent. Like I said, 2 or 3 times a day. Do it maybe once a day, a minimum. But at least try it for 2 weeks to know if it's going to work for you or not. And try to adjust your posts as you go. Try some variety so that you can know that it actually doesn't work and it's not just you doing crappy posts. That's kind of a rule of thumb with any social media. Don't be ready to rely on it instead of Instagram or TikTok if that's how you're doing posts right now, or Facebook, right? Never rely on one channel. I will tell you that firsthand. But do give it a shot. Do include it with your other ones. Do save some videos and post them onto there. Guys, don't post with watermarks. There's ways to avoid it. When you post and it has the badge that says TikTok or the badge that says Instagram because you saved it from Instagram, never post like that on anything, honestly. Just edit the video like in CapCut, in however you edit videos. I'd say keep under a minute. I don't think it goes longer than that. You know what? Quick check. I'm not seeing it, but I believe it's a minute that you can post. Don't quote me on that. As far as I know, there's no carousel, so it's one item at a time. It seems to be very video centric. You're probably not going to be, I don't think it lets you post pictures. At least I haven't seen so yet. But don't quote me on that. Like I said, it's new. I just barely started clicking around, but I've tried new platforms like this before. And this might not be life-changing. It could be something that really gives your business a good boost. On the other hand, it depends on how you use it. It depends on how much research you do. Guys, on any platform, there's a handful of people who are doing the best or who are doing the best in their industry. If you want to be the best, Lemon8 is a place where you can go and be the best in your niche, in your industry. So it's definitely worth considering. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a good one.